What's up, people? I'm back. Today's video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the food that I eat and how much I'm eating and how much I'm not eating and what I'm adding and what I'm not adding. So I'll touch base on the main foods that I'm eating right now, like my meats and proteins and carbohydrates and fats and stuff like that. First things first, as I'm sure you guys all probably figured, chicken, boneless, skinless chicken breast. I already pre-cooked mine, and then I'll cook a whole bunch of it at one time, and then I'll freeze most of it and just leave out what I'm going to use, like in the refrigerator. This is already weighed out exactly the amount that I need, and then I put it like in little baggies like this, so when I travel all the time, so when I do that, it's already ready to go too. Or my next meal, I don't have any, pull it out of the freezer, thaw it out, only takes a few seconds. So you got chicken. Then beef. This is a 93 or 97% lean ground beef, done the same way, already pre-frozen. I leave out the amount that I need, and then I'll just go into the freezer and get it if I need more. Then next, egg whites. I'm eating a lot of egg whites right now, but I like them, so that's a good thing. And next is whole eggs. Now I do have a few whole eggs, especially on my high day. I'm having high days, I'm having low days, where I'm having high calorie days, which also, like, I have higher fat, higher carbs, higher amounts of protein, everything on my high days. On my low days, I have the lower amounts of everything. The whole eggs come in on the high days. Then oats. I have them one time a day, first thing in the morning, after cardio. Oats and egg whites, or oats and eggs and a whole egg, whatever if it's high or low day, whichever one. Then the bulk of my diet right now, red potatoes, not sweet potatoes, red potatoes. See, much better. And then green beans. Now, yeah, this is canned green beans. That's fine. I like fresh green beans too. It just so happens that I have canned right now. Either way, it's still good. Then I'll touch a little bit on condiments that I'm using. Yes, you can use condiments when you're dieting. You just got to be smart about it. Like, a little bit of fat-free butter spray never killed anybody. Actually, it makes everything taste better. So, I gotta have this. Then, check that out. Reduced sugar ketchup. Yes, I'm eating ketchup on my diet, but I don't eat very much. I eat just a little bit, put it on the side, dip my chicken or beef in it, whatever. This is made with Splenda. There's no high fructose corn syrup, there's no sugar, nothing. It's made with Splenda. So it's just tomatoes and Splenda, basically, salt, whatever. Next, plain yellow mustard. Nothing in it but some salt and mustard seed. A little bit of vinegar, that's about it. Next, I gotta have a little bit of cinnamon, especially in my oatmeal. I add a little bit of cinnamon. And with that, I add Splenda or Stevia, whichever one, it doesn't matter to me. But this is what's in my diet also. A little bit of my oatmeal in the mornings with the cinnamon. That's good stuff. Then, this is what I cook my meat in. I just spray the pan just lightly with non-stick cooking spray, the olive oil kind, not the kind that has the soy oil in it. No, olive oil kind. Canola oil is alright, but I prefer the olive oil kind. And then, pepper. You gotta have the fresh, cracked black pepper. None of this pre-ground black pepper crap that's been sitting in a container for months. I'm talking fresh, cracked, big peppercorns that taste so good. I haven't eaten in a while, I'm hungry. And last but not least, iodized sea salt. And I'm talking about a shitload of this stuff. Yeah, I eat a lot of salt. I mean, sometimes even as much as 8 grams a day. You don't have to cut your sodium out to get dried out. Your body will adjust either way. Whether you cut your sodium out or you add a load of sodium, either way your body adjusts. You don't have to cut your sodium out to dry out. I eat a load of sodium on everything. And, oh, I forgot one of my main protein sources. Fish. On my low day especially. I'm not going to tell you how much I eat yet, and I'll get to that. But this is called swai fish. It's like the best fish ever. If you haven't tried swai fish, you got to try it. It's a white fish. It's flaky white fish. There's a gram of fat in 4 ounces. No carbohydrates. I believe it's 21 grams of protein in 4 ounces. And it's pretty much the only fish that I'll cook in the house. It doesn't have a fishy smell. It doesn't have a fishy taste. It has a firm texture like cod. And it tastes like whatever you put on it. So if you haven't tried swai fish, you got to go try it, I'm telling you. It's like the best fish ever. And recently, I've had some of these added in my diet. On my low day, I was eating just a small amount of the red potatoes. And being so close to the show now on my low days is even lower now. So just I'm adding a couple rice cakes to a couple different meals. So this is just a recent addition. You saw the videos where I just came from my diet coach and this is what he changed. So that's that. So this is basically, this is it right here. This is all I've been eating for 12 weeks. Nothing more, nothing less than this. Fish, beef, chicken, eggs, oats, potatoes. That's it. That's all. And to touch on how much I'm eating, Andy Bartalovich, my diet coach, he has a philosophy like the more you eat, the better. On my high days, he has me eating a pound of chicken and a pound of potatoes per meal. Like a whole pound of each per meal. That's three out of my 6 or 7 meals per day are a pound of potatoes and a pound of chicken. My second meal, I don't have any carbs. I only get over a pound of beef in one sitting with green beans. So that's kind of what my high day looks like. My low day is different. My low day, my first meal, I get a little bit less oatmeal. I'm eating about 15 egg whites, and then my second meal is 22 ounces of fish. So that's 1.25 pounds of fish that I have to eat per meal with green beans. And then my next meal would be like 15 egg whites and 2 rice cakes. And then my next meal after that would be 20 ounces of fish with green beans. And then my next meal after that would be the rice cakes and egg whites again. And that's my low day. Just back and forth like that. After my training, I'll replace one of those egg white meals with the Whey Isolate by Twinlab, the ISO Whey. But other than that, that's my food. That's what I eat. That's all I eat. So I hope you guys found this interesting. When I first ever started this diet with Andy, I found it interesting about how much food I could eat and how lean I can get and how much size I could keep. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the food, and it's time for me to eat. So it's brought to you by me and powered by Twinlab.